What's going on, guys? It's your man Chance, and we're back with our second video on the channel. Now, before we start this scrumptious video, okay, I want to welcome everybody in from my old channel from Squidgy. Yes, thank you so much for coming. I mean, there might only be 20 of you, but hey, 20, it's better than nothing, man. I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you actually did come back, I'd just like to say thanks for sticking around and believing in your boy, believing one day I'd come back, and I came back with a brand new channel, which I hope you guys are going to enjoy. It's going to be completely NBA and NFL. I mean, I'm probably sprinkling a few things here and there, but that'll be the main thing. And if you aren't here from my old channel and you're just stumbling across this, thanks for clicking on the video. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, now let's jump into who I think are the NBA's top 5 most underrated MVP candidates for the 2017-2018 season. Coming in at number 1 is John Wall. Okay, now we all know John Wall is a really good player. He's always been in that, top 10 conversation, but he's never been ever yet in that top 5 conversation. And this is what we're talking about today. If he's able to put up some crazy numbers this season, especially in that weak Eastern Conference, dude, the Wizards could be nasty. I'm talking, if John Wall could average around about 28 points per game, 5 rebounds, and of course 11 assists, that playmaking is going to be really, really key if he can get Bradley Beal to step up, because Bradley Beal is still yet to take that sort of next step. It's kind of all been on John Wall's shoulders his entire career pretty much. So this year is going to be a huge telltale with John Wall's career. He just signed that ginormous deal, the Supermax contract. And dude, if John Wall can straight up ball this year, and if the Wizards can get, say, 50 plus wins, dude, he is without a doubt going to be in the MVP conversation, especially with so many players moving to the Western Conference. That's going to be dominated most likely by the Rockets, the Spurs, the Warriors, obviously. So if the Wiz are able to go toe-to-toe with the Cavs this year, there's no doubt in my mind that he'll be up there for MVP conversation. Because, dude, who else are you going to go to? Bradley Beal is still yet to break out, and I'm starting to lose faith in Bradley Beal, man. Every year I feel like everyone's saying he's going to average 25 a game, 28 a game, and I mean, I think he averaged 22 a game this year. I don't even remember. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, as soon as John Wall goes to the bench, the Wizards are just horrible. Everybody knows it. So if the Wizards do end up being a pretty special team, there's no doubt John Wall will be in the MVP conversation. And number 2 is Karl Anthony Towns. Now, a lot of people don't know this about Cat. He averaged 25 and 12 last year. He put up fucking ridiculous numbers. And probably the most insane thing about Cat, he's only 21 years old. Let that sink in. He's only 21 years old, put up 25 and 12. It is crazy as fuck. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. I mean, he's basically being named the next Tim Duncan. I'm not really too sure about that. I think he's going to be kind of a hybrid between a whole bunch of players. The fact that he can shoot the 3 ball is probably the most crazy part about his entire game. The fact that he can pull up from 3, put his butt in the post. He can do everything, man. Now, the only part that people seem to kind of hate on him for is that he only averaged 2.7 assists a game last year, which is still actually not even that bad for a big man. However, if we do see that number jump up to around 4.5, there's no doubt he is going to be in that conversation. So talking about stats, he already averages 25 and 12, so you can't get really much better than that. But if he does get around 27 and 14 and gets those assists up to around 4, and the Timberwolves actually have a good season, let's say the Timberwolves win 56 wins and they're the 2nd or 3rd seed in the West, Karl Anthony Towns is without a doubt going to have his name thrown up in the conversation. Now, number 3 on this list is Joel Embiid. Normally these days, before anybody says anything about Joel Embiid, they always have to mention, just in case of injury, this might not happen, this will happen. Guys, he's gonna be fine. I'm putting it out there right now. It's a big if, but hey, I'm putting it out there. He's gonna be fine, and he's gonna be dominant next season. You guys watch it. You heard it here first, guys, alright? Now, the Sixers have obviously improved over the offseason, with getting Markelle Fultz and Ben Simmons coming back. So, with those additions, and all those good players going to the Western Conference, the East is weak again, like we talked about in the John Wall discussion, guys. it's gonna be on. The Sixers are gonna be a 5 seed, maybe 5 seed, probably 4 seed, if everything goes well, especially if Joel stays healthy, because oh my god, he only played 31 games this last season, but holy shit was he fucking good. I cannot wait to watch Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Obviously Ben Simmons is Australian, so I got a little bit of a bias there, but still, Joel Embiid is gonna be a insane motherfucker, and it's going to be so fun to watch. And trust me, Joel Embiid's going to put up crazy numbers. Here's what I think he needs to be in the MVP race. I think he's probably going to need about 25 points, about 12 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. If we can put that up, along with the Sixers getting about, say, 48 wins, dude, it's going to be there. Joel Embiid's going to be talked about as probably one of the best players in the league at this point as well. Dude, MVP will be on the horizon. He might not win it this year. But he will be in the conversation, I promise you. And it's going to be kind of that Anthony Davis type thing where everyone's going to be thinking, oh, well, he's going to win so many in the future. Because trust me, it's going to be crazy. I cannot wait to watch it. Number 4, Damian Lillard. So Lillard's most known for kind of being left on an island when LaMarcus Aldridge left, and then Wesley Matthews and Batum was traded. So he's had this last man standing chip on his shoulder for quite the while now, and he's kind of broken out without a doubt to a B+, not superstar yet, just because of his defense. I mean, it's pretty bad. I think statistically, when you go into the deep stats, it's real bad, boys. But if we kind of just, like no one really gets up Kyrie Irving for his defense, so I don't know why everyone picks on Lillard so much. But if we have a look at his stats, man, he's just been putting up ridiculous numbers. Last year, he put up something like 28 a game. However, if he wants to be in the NBA MVP conversation this year, he's going to have to put up at least 29 points a game. Honestly, to kind of get over the KD and LeBron and Steph and James Harden, he's going to have to put up probably 30 a game. And his playmaking has to improve. He's got to be up to about 9 assists as well. And the Blazers have to put up a lot of wins. Now, he does not have much help. Let's just be completely honest right now. CJ McCollum is an absolute beast, okay? But those two in the backcourt, when you have 2 small guards who can't play defense as your 2 main scorers, 2 main players really, you're gonna struggle. Yusuf Nurkic was a nice acquisition at the end of the year. But guys, yeah, it's gonna be a miracle if Lillard can pull off, 52 to 57 wins with this Blazer squad. If he does it, this is the point though, guys. If he does actually full on pull off like 55 wins with the Blazers with CJ McCollum and Yusuf Nurkic, he will definitely be talked about for the MVP. Because who else? I mean, McCollum isn't going to be talked about. It's going to be Lillard. He's the leader of the team. He is the voice. Trust me, he will be in the MVP vote if he's going ham. And finally, Jimmy Butler. We've obviously already talked about Karl Anthony Towns, and there can't be 2 MVPs, that is correct. However, guys, we can have 2 people from the same team being in the same NBA MVP conversation. Now, if these 2 guys are absolutely going off, if Anthony Towns is averaging 27 and 14 and he's got a whole bunch of blocks, and you've got Jimmy Butler averaging say 22, 5 and 5, and he's playing really, really good defense, and the Timberwolves are going to win a lot of games this year. Everyone is skeptical. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but now I definitely think Jimmy Butler is the perfect complement for Karl Anthony Towns. And you're going to see Jimmy Butler putting up huge games when they're there in the clutch. See, the Timberwolves, they've had so many problems with just finishing off games, and they finally have a finisher in Jimmy Butler. I think you're going to see Jimmy Butler's number be called at the end of each game whenever it's close, and he's going to be the go-to bucket getter. And if anything happens to Jimmy, say he gets a little bit hurt, that's alright, because you got Karl Anthony Towns anyway. Dude, the Timberwolves are going to be really, really good, and Jimmy Butler is going to be a huge part of their success. And because of that reason, he's in my potential MVP conversation. So that's it. That's who I think is going to be in the MVP talk. Because, dude, there's going to be so many players this year that we're not going to see come out of nowhere. And, I mean, these guys, you know about them, but you don't really think MVP when you look at them. There's going to be some crazy players come out of nowhere, and this NBA season is going to be absolutely fucking nuts. If you guys do want to hang around and see some more videos, go ahead, chuck it a like and subscribe and hit the bell, I guess, if you want. That's totally up to you. I'm never going to ask anybody for money. All I ever ask, if you enjoyed the video, chuck it a like and leave a comment, man. I'd love to hear from you guys. So if you've made it this far, I just want to say thanks a lot again for stopping by, clicking on the video, and I'll see you guys next time.